Hi there, thanks for joining me. Now, this episode is the first really of 3 episodes that are about the future. So this is a kind of introduction, and then I've got two that are coming up that are about specific aspects of the future. Now, we live in a society that's not good at thinking or talking about the future. I think I might have mentioned this before, that actually people don't even use the word future. They say, going forward, we're going to do this. And what they're talking about is the future. Now, the future is really important. There's a verse in the Bible that says, without a vision, the people perish. We are a nation, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the United Kingdom, is a nation without a vision. And around us, we're watching our nation perish. That's what's happening. Now, there are certain groups that do have a vision. And as a result, those people are succeeding. They are pushing ahead, making plans, changing society. These people are patient and they think in terms of generations. I'm not going to say too much about them because I want us to focus on us, okay? But I will say that we'll call them the political elite are part of that group. Our Prime Minister is part of that group. He has a vision for the future. I'm not saying it's a good vision. He is able to be patient and think in terms of generations. Now I think he's about 60. I might be wrong. I think Keir Starmer's about 60. So he's not a particularly young man. He has worked hard all his life, pushing his ideology in all aspects of his working life. And that has brought him here to the role of Prime Minister, which is something that probably he's wanted his whole life. And he has been patient. He has not gone into that job as a young man. He waited until the time was right and he was ready. And has he done damage to the nation as we, the people, see it? Yes, he has. So his ideology is a negative ideology. Keir Starmer has stated that he is an atheist. There's a verse in the Bible that says, all those who hate me love death. Let's think about Keir Starmer and ask ourselves, is this a man who loves death? And are the people around him people who love death? Are the political elite people who love death? Well, a big bill that is going through Parliament just now is the assisted dying bill. What is that doing? That is helping people towards death. It's ending their lives prematurely. Let's think of another thing that is happening. War. Now, we're in a situation that Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin are in talks to try and end the Ukraine war. Now, lots of people hate these two men. Perhaps you watching this don't want to hear this because you hate these two men. Do you hate those men so much that you want to see young British men being sent to die in Ukraine? Is that how much you hate those men? That you are prepared to make that sacrifice? Do you want to see your own children going to Ukraine to die? The Ukraine war was lost almost before it began. That's the truth. And the latest figure I've heard is that 1 million Ukrainian men have died. What has been gained? I'm going to tell you. A lot of people within the political elite are rich. That's what's been gained. This is a war about money. It's not a war about right and wrong. It's not a war saying we're morally superior to Vladimir Putin, therefore we need to support this war. That is not what is happening here. This is a war about money. So, we should be thinking about life. We should be thinking about the future. We should be thinking about our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. That's how much we should be thinking about into the future. We should not be thinking about how can we get rid of people? How can we get rid of people because they're a burden on us as individuals, they're a burden, so-called, on society. That really means on the NHS, which essentially means, guess what? It's a financial burden. We shouldn't be thinking like that. We should be thinking of the future, of building the nation up, of making it a better place that doesn't love death, but loves life and wants to flourish. We should be wanting our nation to flourish, not to be cynical because of things that have happened in the past. We can't change the past. We have to think about the future. We have to think about how do we make the best of our children for the future, not for them as individuals. We want the absolute best for them as individuals, but for the nation as a whole. So that's what's coming up in the next 2 videos, and I really hope you enjoy them. If you've got anything that you want me to cover, please put it in the comments and I'll be happy to do that. Please get in touch if you've got any questions, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.